Hi, my name is Christina Tracy Stein. Thank you for taking the time to watch this message. Today I'm going to talk to you about taking the monotony out of monogamy, reigniting the passion with yourself and in your relationship. I'm going to teach you how to awaken your desire, giving you greater self-confidence and empowering you as a woman. Together, we are going to explore ways to create greater intimacy in your relationship, and ultimately, I'm going to show you how to light a spark that will bring back the excitement and anticipation in your relationship. How does that sound? We women live in a time that requires us to excel both personally and professionally as both mothers and wives. Somewhere between pursuing our professional aspirations, dropping the kids off at school, and dealing with some issue with our home, we are expected to want, with a ravenous appetite, sex. There are so many women out there who wish they were more excited to have sex. They wish they could muster the enthusiasm at 11 o'clock when their adoring husbands roll over in bed with that oh too familiar grin. The truth is that sexuality and desire are complicated. Combine it with motherhood and you have a real challenge. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. They say that the first year after a child is born is hardest on a couple. Boy, did I learn that. After my daughter was born, I was tired, overweight, and completely uninterested in sex. Over time, my relationship with my husband began to feel more and more detached, and although we still loved each other, there was a big void in our connection. I found, in talking with other moms, that I was not alone, and this was actually a very common problem. One day, my husband shared with me that he felt sad and abandoned by me. Sex to him was not just an enjoyable physical act, but a validation of our emotional connection. I realized then that I did not like how I felt about my lack of desire, my physical body, or that I was so focused on being a mother, I had stopped being a wife. I decided to get back in touch with my sexuality, and thus began my quest to bring passion back to myself and my relationship. Along the way, I have learned many things, and today I want to share with you 3 keys to greater sexual vitality and intimacy. The first key is getting acquainted with yourself. Ask yourself, what are your values and ideas around sex? How do you view yourself as a sexual being? The perceptions and values you place on sex will directly affect how you experience your sexuality. The second key is enthusiasm. There are 2 parts to this, your mind and your body. Taking care of your body, exercising, and doing things that make you feel sexy is fundamental to your sexual vitality. You've heard the saying, fake it until you make it? Well, if you find ways to look sexy, you will begin to feel sexy. Sometimes, all it takes is wearing a matching bra and underwear to start your day off feeling a little sexier. Do you know what the most important sexual organ for a woman is? Her mind. And unfortunately, too often we get stuck in our heads. Bringing the right woman to the bedroom is about getting out of your head, being present, and deciding to enjoy yourself. If you can find a way to be enthusiastic, you will experience more pleasure and a greater connection with your partner. Let me tell you a story. When I began my quest for passion, I decided to attend a salon at a local erotic boutique. There I learned some new skills. And what I found was just having something new and different to try made me excited and enthusiastic about something that had become boring and monotonous. I encourage you to learn something new and bring it to the bedroom. Believe me, he won't object, and you will find a major shift in your attitude. The third, and probably the most important key that I have learned, is that you must invest in your relationship. If you don't take the time to know and appreciate your partner, then you will quickly become strangers and the intimacy will suffer. How can you invest in your relationship? Commit to a weekly date. It gives you an opportunity to connect and a chance to have fun together without other distractions like kids or friends. My husband and I have a date every Saturday from 2 to 9, and we both count it as a highlight of our week. Express appreciation. One of the easiest ways to enhance the intimacy in your relationship is to express appreciation. We all work hard on different things, and what makes it worthwhile is knowing that our efforts are making a difference for someone. Take the time to tell your partner why you appreciate them and what they do that makes your life better. You will find this creates greater vulnerability and passion in your relationship. Try something new together. The biggest killer of anticipation is familiarity. When you know what to expect, it leaves little to be excited about. Doing something new and different, taking a risk together, or sharing something unknown all generate curiosity and anticipation. So, to reiterate, the 3 key points are: 1. Get acquainted with yourself and what your sexuality really means to you. 2. Take responsibility and do things that make you feel sexy and feel enthusiastic. 3. Invest in your relationship and commit the time to staying in love with your partner. If you want to be inspired and feel passionate about yourself and your relationship, it's up to you. Trust me, follow these steps and you too will begin to take the monotony out of monogamy. I have more to share, much, much more. For information on personal coaching or having me speak to your group, please contact me at the address below. Thank you so much.